Alright guys, this is the worksheet I'm doing for you guys for, or the screencast for worksheet 7.5. First thing, let's look at a couple of these problems. This is very similar to worksheet 7. I'm going to do just the little arc, cosine, sine, and tangent ones because big arc you should be able to do. It's just the calculator. So, first things first, we're in radians. So I got to change my calculator to radians. I'm going to do arc cosine of negative root 3 over 2. So I'm going to do second cosine of negative root 3 divided by 2. Make sure you close off that square root. And there we go. You hit enter. You have to divide by pi because we can't see the fraction until we do that. And you get a fraction of 5 pi over 6. So my first answer is 5 pi over 6. I'm going to draw a circle to figure out where that is. It's right here. The other place where cosine is negative is in quadrant 3, down here. Cosine's still negative. So just think about this in terms of fractions. If I go from here all the way to the new angle, 6 pi over 6 gets me here, and then I go another pi over 6, so my other angle is 7 pi over 6. So my two answers are 5 pi over 6 plus 2k pi, or 2 pi k. Like I said, I don't care about that, which way you write it. And those are my two answers. I'm done. Alright, let's do a degree one. Alright, so let's do, I just did cosine, let's do arc sine of negative. Let's do that one. Number 7. Let's change our mode to degrees. And then it's, again, arc and cosine or sine inverse are the same thing. So this is just saying sine inverse. Oh, I don't want to do this one though because this is just going to be an answer in the calculator. I guess I'll do this one here, even though it's cosine again. So it's because it's little, we have to do calculator first. We hit enter. We go to degrees, minutes, seconds, which is number 4. So we have 62 degrees, 38 minutes, it rounds up because of the 32 seconds, and then I have to figure out the other angle. So real fast, 62 degrees is about there. The other one is positive cosine is quadrant 4, so it's down here. So basically it's 360 minus this reference angle I just found. So 360 minus the answer. Oh, that's not right. 360 minus second negative. There it is. And then we do second angle 4. So you get 227 or 297 degrees and 22 minutes. And again, since this is cosine, plus 360k because we're in degrees. Okay, now let's go on to number 11. 11, you can't type this into the calculator because it says secant theta equals 4.7645. We need to turn it into cosine. So we can rewrite this as cosine of theta is equal to 1 over 4.7645 because they are reciprocals of each other. And now you can use cosine inverse to find your theta. Theta equals cosine inverse of 1 over 4.7645. I'm only writing out all these steps so you guys can see how to do it. So second cosine of 1 divided by 4.7645. And we hit enter. And we do math, our second angle 4. And we get 77 degrees. So this answer is 77 degrees and 53 minutes. Okay. Now I'm going to move on because this one is straight up sine inverse. These you have to turn. You have to turn these into trig functions we know how to use. Give each angle measure in radians. Again, because we're solving, here's a way to remember this. Because there's equal signs, I just want the one solution. The only time I want the general solutions or the multiple solutions is if I initially state it as either arc or cosine inverse little without an equal sign. If it's an expression, like all of these are all expressions. When you're solving though with an equal sign, I just want the one value. So if I want it in radians, let's do number Let's do tangent. Let's do number 18. So number 18, I just do tan inverse of negative root 3 divided by 3. And then we have to divide out the pi. And you get negative, I believe that's pi over 6. Yeah, so for number 18, my answer is negative pi over 6. And that's the answer. Again, when you're solving, I don't want any general solutions. Approximate each trig function. So throw this into your calculator. We're in degree or radian. I guess this is in radian, so I'll do one of the radian ones over here. I'll do cotangent. Now, when you are looking for the trig function, you just have to reverse it. You have to type into your calculator 1 over tangent of negative 3 pi over 10. It's different than when you're doing the inverse one, where you have to flip it first. So this one, you just type in 1 divided by tangent of negative 3 pi divided by 10. And then close the parentheses. And you get the answer of, and again, this is a trig function we're finding, so nearest 10 thousandths, that's 4 decimal places. So this is negative 0.7265. Alright, find the 5 remaining trig functions. Number 25. Secant, again, is the reciprocal of cosine. So we can say cosine of theta is equal to 8 over 17. Now remember, the hypotenuse we don't make negative. This just means the whole thing's negative. So I'm going to put it there. That makes more sense. We don't like the hypotenuse to be negative. So let's draw where cosine is negative 8 over 17. Well, cosine is negative either in quadrants 2 or 3. And then it says tangent is negative. Remember, tangent is negative in quadrant 2 because sine is positive and cosine is negative. So when you divide a positive by a negative, tangent's negative. Down here, they're both negative, tangent's positive. So I'm going to draw my triangle right here. And I know that cosine is negative 8 is the x, and then the hypotenuse is 17. To get this missing piece, you can use Pythagorean theorem. And I'm just using positive values because when you square it, it becomes positive anyway. You should get x is 15. Look on your diagram. The sign is positive, so it is a positive 15. Now we can get the rest of our trig functions. We have the trig function of sine being 15 over 17. So cosine, sine, and tangent. Tangent's opposite over adjacent, so we have negative 15/8. And then we have secant's already given to us, so we need cosecant, which is 1 over sine, or flip sine, which is 17 over 15. And then we have cotangent. Cotangent, we flip tangent, we get negative 8 over 15. And that is how you do number 25 and find the 5 remaining trig functions. And that is pretty much what I'm going to do today. I know it wasn't a lot, but I just wanted to show you guys one of each kind. Again, the quiz is tomorrow. Try this whole worksheet and go through work from worksheet 5 through 7.5, and that's basically what the quiz is on. Alright.